You were just a pawn, Ghislain, but Ghislain Perdium, your real enemy, is still inside you. His face twists with rage as he meets the eyes of Cecil Perdium. The boy's voice cracks with accusation. You're that garbage, Ghislain. With a sly smile, Ghislain drops the bombshell. Delphine's family wasn't responsible for Perdium's downfall on its own. There were others involved, working behind the scenes to sabotage Cecil's family.
You had no chance. Now, Cecil's already on a downward spiral, with the knowledge of his past failure and the looming truth of others' involvement in his family's destruction. Cecil wants answers, and Ghislain is ready to supply them.
Frenzied and enraged, Cecil screams his frustration at Ghislain, demanding to know why he wasn't given a fair chance to avenge his family. Ghislain smirks, confident that Cecil is still powerless against him. Cecil takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself down. He looks around, taking in the fact that he's back in the past. He's a teenager again, with no skills, no experience, and no reputation. He's got to start from scratch, and fast. His mind is racing with the implications of this time jump. He's got to make the most of this opportunity.
I guess not.
Cecil readies himself for the final blow. He's got this in the bag. Cecil's face twists in concentration. He's focusing on the task at hand. Cecil's hand tightens around his sword hilt. It's time to strike. Cecil's eyes narrow. He's not going to let the orcs take over. Cecil charges forward, sword flashing in the sunlight. The orc leader meets Cecil's blade, and everything goes still. Cecil grits his teeth. This is it. The orc leader lies there, defeated. Cecil's chest heaves with exhaustion. He did it. Cecil looks around. The battlefield's a mess, but he's got time to regroup. Cecil's eyes linger on the orc leader. This is just the beginning of his journey. The regressed mercenary's memories shatter like shattered glass, leaving him disoriented amidst a horde of snarling orcs, desperately wondering who he is and what his purpose is. The weight of his forgotten past crushes him, leaving him with a hollow sense of loss and desperation, yearning for a shred of his former identity to cling to in this desperate world. His eyes lock onto a mysterious figure, a young master with a gaze that commands respect, but a connection that stirs a long-dormant spark within the regressed mercenary, leaving him questioning his own allegiances. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The commander is already a pawn, with his soldiers' lives being traded in secret treaties. But he's trying to take back the reins? Please, he's a young master, and the man in charge of his troops is already questioning his authority. We've got a veteran soldier refusing to hand over the right to command, and our young master is about to lose his cool.
Stop. You're wrong.
His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice. This isn't some game, but he's about to find out. The young master is at his wit's end. He's had it with the veteran's insubordination, but he's also aware that taking drastic measures will cost him dearly.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Focus on training, kid. He spots the veteran soldier approaching him, a look of concern on his face. Cecil's heart is racing, but he's determined not to show any weakness. He tries to hide his desperation, but his voice cracks as he asks for help. The veteran soldier's hand reaches out, offering him support. Hold on, kid.
Stats maxed.
We're a week into Cecilia's return to his teenage years, but he's struggling to connect with the people around him. His reputation as the mercenary king's son is tarnished, and others see him as a weak and entitled youth. Cecilia wants to prove himself, overcome his past mistakes, and rebuild his strength to avenge his family's downfall. His goal is to earn the respect of those around him, but his past mistakes and lack of experience block him from doing so. He tries to gain the trust of the veteran soldier by doing tasks for him, attempting to show his work ethic and responsibility. Elena, the regressed mercenary, watches in horror as her closest ally, betrayed by a hidden foe, is brutally slaughtered right before her eyes, her screams echoing through the blood-soaked battlefield. Elena's world is shattered as she grapples with the crushing weight of her own weakness, desperately reeling from the devastating loss of the very person she trusted above all others, her heart forever scarred. As the chapter ends with a haunting prophecy, Elena's worst fears come to the fore. In just 1 week's time, The woman she loves most, the last thread of hope, will be consumed by the very darkness that has doomed countless others, forever lost to the abyss. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. She's not just trapped, she's contained. Cecil's been stuck in a cage of shame and regret since his family's downfall. The weight of his failures haunts him. But today, a spark of hope flickers to life. Cecil Perdium, the mercenary king, is back, and he's about to take a stand. Duke Delphine's not the only one to blame. I need to take back control. The battlefield is Cecil's domain, but he's no longer the master. Jewar, a skilled mercenary, has doubts about Cecil's strength. She's questioning his abilities. Gino, a seasoned warrior, seems dismissive and annoyed by Jewar's concerns. What amazing strength! From a child at that, H volunteered to help.
You didn't reach 5 in your past life, did you? So you have no idea how to control your strength, do you? Cecil's hands won't stop moving, a sign of his anxiety. He knows Jewar has a reason to doubt him, and that reason is rooted in his own past mistakes. Cecil checks the exit twice, already thinking about what he can do to prove himself. Your technique is inherently unstable, but that's enough for now. You have a youthful body and plenty of time. Jewar's dismissive tone and body language, a raised eyebrow, arms crossed, tells Cecil that he's skeptical. But Cecil sees this as a wake-up call.
The Regressed Mercenary unleashes a devastating blast of mana, shattering the enemy's defenses and sending shockwaves throughout the battlefield, leaving the outcome hanging precariously in the balance. As the Regressed Mercenary gains a crushing advantage, the emotional stakes are raised as the weight of his newfound power weighs heavily on his companions, testing their resolve and loyalty in the face of chaos. With the enemy lines broken and the tide of battle turned in their favor, a new and ominous threat emerges as a figure emerges from the shadows, their eyes fixed intently on the Regressed Mercenary with a cold and calculating gaze. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Let's dive back into the world of the Regressed Mercenary'S Machinations. Cecil's reputation as a mercenary is in shambles. He's got a plan to turn things around, but the people he trusts are making it harder for him. The harsh conditions in Perdium are taking their toll. Soldiers and knights are defecting left and right. To achieve his goal, Cecil needs to make amends with those who've turned against him. He's got a personal stake. His family's fate hangs in the balance.
Don't you think?
Cecil responds with a firm nod. He means it. He'll do whatever it takes. But his efforts are short-lived. The people around him are too entrenched in their distrust. Cecil's eyes narrow. He's been called a joke before, but y'all's comment just landed like a punch. Cecil's trying not to show his anger, but his hand clenches into a fist. Cecil knows he's been underestimated, but y'all's words just fueled that fire. What is Cecil going to do now? Cecil realizes he's not out of mana yet. He's impressed with himself. This is an opportunity to change. His goal is to escape unnoticed. The obstacle is y'all's sarcastic comment, which makes Cecil feel underestimated. Cecil decides to keep his cool. He doesn't want to give y'all the satisfaction of seeing him lose his temper. Eshel's true identity is revealed in a shocking turn of events as he stands amidst the carnage, his eyes blazing with an unyielding determination that sends shivers down the spines of those surrounding him. Eshel's revelation forces Lena to confront the harsh reality of her past, the weight of her memories crushing her as she grapples with the unbearable truth about the mercenaries who protected her as a child. As the aftermath of the brutal battle hangs in the balance, Eshel's words hang precariously in the air, his ominous warning to you Shelley, leaving Lena and the others frozen in terror, their fate hanging precariously by a thread. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Cecil Perdium's back to square one, and it's not looking good. He's a teenage mercenary, but he's got a target on his back, Duke Delphine. The Mercenary King's got unfinished business, and it's personal. He's got to overcome his own limitations and build up his strength if he wants to avenge his family's downfall. His first hurdle: getting past the man who took everything from him.
You'll never make it past me, Cecil.
Cecil's eyes lock onto Azura, a fellow mercenary with an otherworldly physique. His body is enhanced with superior mana, but Azura's got something different cooking, an attack that could shatter Cecil's enhancements. This is it, the moment of truth.
I'll at least take the young lady of Perdium with me.
The Degero's dark secret is exposed as Juim's unrelenting pursuit sparks a violent confrontation that shakes the very foundations of the mysterious project. Juim's unyielding resolve to protect his people is put to the ultimate test as he faces the harsh reality of his own failures, his loved ones' lives hanging precariously in the balance of fate. The Degero's true intentions remain shrouded in darkness as Juim's pleas to stop the project fall on deaf ears, the ominous fate of those involved hanging by a thread as the countdown to catastrophe begins. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Cecil Perdium, the so-called mercenary king, lies on the ground, defeated and gasping for air. His last thought is not of victory or glory, but of his family. He knows he failed to avenge them, and now his mind is consumed by a single question: what happened to Delphine's accomplices? Cecil's vision fades to black, and when his eyes open, he finds himself back in his childhood, a teenager with a burning desire for revenge. His goal is clear. He must reclaim his strength and rebuild the reputation his family had entrusted to him. Cecil knows the task won't be easy. He will need to get over his poor image and his weakness.
Ah, young master. Nice to see you've returned.
Cecil's excited, but his hands start shaking. He's not sure if he's ready to face his past. Fergus notices Cecil's nervousness and approaches him. Cecil's eyes widen as a guard approaches him on the street. The guard's words hang in the air. "You're thanking me?" Cecil's face relaxes. He's not sure how to react.
Stop thanking me.
Cecil looks down, feeling awkward about it. The guard takes note of his expression and decides to leave. Cecil's emotions mix, his gratitude and humility clashing inside him. A thought from his own pocket breaks the silence, something that seems out of place for his usual life.
Stats maxed.
Cecil is desperate to join the politics of the castle, but they need to secure funds for his family's reconstruction. His priority shifts from seeking revenge to stabilizing his family's situation. Cecil decides to meet with his father's allies, hoping to find a way to cover the costs. He visits the county council, where merchants are demanding compensation for the canceled festival.
Compensate. The people are suffering.
Cecil tries to reason with the merchants, but they're not interested in hearing his excuses. One of the merchants, a wealthy merchant named Belinda, catches his eye. Cecil approaches her, hoping to persuade her to lend a helping hand. Cecil is furious. Wait, who's coming? It's Degero. He's got an urgent message for Cecil. Something's changed. Cecil's got a bad feeling about this. He's already on edge. What's happening?
Degero? What is it? You're in such a hurry. Let's get into the story of the Regressed Mercenary'S Machinations. Here's the first part.
Cecil Perdium, the mercenary king, is gone, but he's not staying dead. He's young again, reborn, and his eyes snap open to the sound of coup.
Young. Master.
Cecil's back on his feet in a flash, taking in the sight of Degero beside him. What does Cecil want? He needs to know what's happening. He demands answers from Degero. Degero? What is it? You're in such a hurry. Gisaine's composure falters as he's confronted with the dire consequences of his past blunders, his eyes betraying a glimmer of desperation amidst the chaos he's created. The weight of his failures crushes Gisaine, leaving him feeling utterly emasculated as he's forced to confront the ruin he's brought upon the innocent, their trust hanging precariously in the balance. As Gissane's grip on reality begins to slip, he's left staring into the abyss of uncertainty, the threads of his already fragile scheme fraying further with each passing moment, leaving the outcome hanging precariously in the balance. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Let's dive into the world of the Regressed Mercenary'S Machinations together. If you want more daily recaps, hit that subscribe button now. We were in the middle of a tense confrontation between Cecil and Ghislaine. Cecil's eyes locked onto the familiar face, a mix of anger and confusion swirling in his chest. He realizes Ghislaine is toying with him, grinning with a knowing glint in his eye. "I could have killed you 1,000 times." Ghislaine thinks he's got the upper hand, but Cecil's got a revelation brewing. He recalls a conversation with Cain Loges, the heir of Loges County, and how Cain mentioned a task assigned by his esteemed family. My man Cecil is back in the game. He's at Ghislaine's place, looking for a score to settle.
You'd better bring that thing prepared for me. Cecil's been burned before by Ghislaine's empty promises. He wants his payment now.
Ghislaine's calling Cecil's bluff, saying he's been handling everything Cecil's asked him to prepare with his own money. Cecil's furious. He thought Ghislaine was a friend, and now he's being taken for a ride. Ghislaine's smirking, clearly enjoying the upper hand. Cecil's getting angrier by the second.
Pay it back. For 1,000 gold, principal plus interest. Cecil's eyes are blazing with anger. He's not going to let Ghislaine get away with this.
The situation is about to blow. Cecil's finally lost his temper, and Ghislaine's just pushed him over the edge. Ghislaine's laying down the gauntlet. He wants his payment, and he's not leaving until he gets it. Cecil's rage is boiling over. Cecil's hands are clenched into fists. His eyes are fixed on Ghislaine. He wants to prove his strength, to show Ghislaine that he's not weak. Cecil's reputation precedes him, making it hard for him to gain allies. He decides to confront Ghislaine, to put up a fight that will change Ghislaine's mind. Cecil lunges at Ghislaine, his attack swift but wild. Cecil's anger clouds his judgment, and he fails to notice the warning signs. Ghislaine sidesteps the attack, and Cecil stumbles forward, off balance. You're stupid enough to be stupid, but this is taking it too far. Cain's appearance sends shockwaves through the gathering, his presence radiating an aura of power that leaves onlookers speechless, their eyes fixed on him with a mix of awe and trepidation. Cain's newfound strength and confidence have earned him a glimmer of respect from his peers, a sense of belonging he's desperately craved, but at what cost to his own identity? As the tension escalates, Cain's determination to repay a long-forgotten debt threatens to ignite a catastrophic chain reaction, leaving the fate of his relationships and future uncertain. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Cecil's eyes scan the marketplace, his jaw clenched tight. He realizes his reputation precedes him. No one's willing to bet on him. The crowd's indifference eats away at him. He needs a way to turn this around. Let's change it to how long he can endure against me, young Master Cain. Cecil smirks, a spark in his eyes. He's ready to prove himself, to show the crowd he's more than just a regressed mercenary. His eyes narrow as he looks for an opening to take down the odds-on favorite. Join the Hari squad with a sub before the system crashes. Is in a tight spot and his desperation level is off the charts. He needs backers and he needs them now. He turns to Cain, the odds-on favorite, and tries to rally support. But Cain's arrogance is in full swing. He's already dismissed Cecil, reducing him to a mere pawn in his game. Cecil is running out of time, and his credibility is plummeting. The bettors are now questioning Cecil's past as a skilled runner, and young Master Cain is taking the bait.
You were always good at running away since back in the old days. Cecil's face darkens, but he keeps his cool, still focused on the game.
Makes sense.
The battle rages on, with neither side giving an inch. Cecil's wound is shallow, but it's a reminder that young Master Cain could have landed a fatal blow. What blocks them is the moral ambiguity of the situation, as Cecil and young Master Cain grapple with the consequences of their actions. What happens next is a chilling realization. Did Cecil hold back, or was it a deliberate choice? The wound is shallow. Cecil takes a swing at young Master Cain, but it's clear he's not as sharp as his opponent. The crowd is losing interest because of the massive skill gap between the two fighters. Cecil decides to fight barehanded, leaving himself vulnerable, but maybe, just maybe, it's a chance to turn the tide. His hands move faster, and his feet dance with a newfound ferocity. Gislin's unyielding resolve is put to the ultimate test as he faces a seemingly insurmountable foe. Cain's unmatched prowess sending shockwaves through the battlefield in a heart-pounding clash of wills and steel. Gislin's fierce determination has earned him a crucial victory, but at a steep price, his trusted ally, Ren, lies gravely wounded, her fate hanging precariously in the balance, leaving Gislin's heart heavy with regret and worry. As the dust settles, an eerie silence falls over the battlefield. But the true danger lies not in the silence, but in the whispered words of a mysterious figure, who reveals a devastating truth that will shatter Gislin's world forever, leaving his entire existence on the brink of collapse. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Ah, I see what you're doing. You want me to think I'm no match for your swordsmanship. So let's have a barehanded fight. You're right, I excel in that. But I'm not backing down. What's in my way? A duel against an opponent I can beat just as well with or without my sword. I'll match your bet, 2,000 gold. Twice the initial amount. You want to test your skills against me? Let's make it interesting. What do? I smile and accept your challenge. What happens? The crowd starts to cheer, urging us to begin. The stakes are high, but I'm not worried. I've taken down opponents like you before. Ah, I see what you're doing.
I pity your father. Count Logius helped Perdium until it was on the verge of demise, just because he was friends with my father.
Cecil's already back on the road to Hell Perdium, much to everyone's dismay. Young Lord Cain's not easy to take down. Dorian's got skills, but Cain's experience gives him the edge. The crowd's betting on the underdog, but Dorian's not going down without a fight. Admit defeat? When I'm still standing. Dorian's confidence is growing, but Cain's about to show him what a real warrior looks like. His hands are firm, fists clenched, and ready to strike. The crowd's chanting Cain's name now, and Dorian's starting to get desperate. This isn't going according to plan. He's got to regroup fast. Gah! Stop it already. Dorian's on the verge of losing control, but he's not going to back down. He makes a rash decision. Everyone's going to pay for his mistake. The Regressed Mercenary makes a drastic move, doubling the bet to 2,000 gold, heightening the stakes and testing Jynam's resolve in this intense game of wit and deception. Tensions within Jynam skyrocket as he's forced to confront the depths of his own ambition. His loyalty to friends strained to the breaking point by the cruel demands of his past machinations. The Regressed Mercenary's relationship with his fiancée hangs precariously in the balance, with Jynam's carefully crafted image on the verge of shattering, threatening to expose the darkness beneath. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Maisie's plan is to recruit the soldiers and knights who are defecting from Perdium and use them to rebuild the Forest of Beasts outpost. Cecil's got to decide whether to join her or strike out on his own. Maisie's words are laced with a hint of urgency. Time is running out, and Cecil needs to make a decision fast.
We cannot let our true identity be exposed until we've fully built up our strength. Maisie's plan is to maintain the appearance of being a harmless merchant guild, but in reality, she's working towards something much more sinister.
Cecil's got a problem on his hands. Cecil's got a new problem. Amelia appears out of nowhere, asking for a huge loan from his fiancée. He's not sure what to make of it, But it seems like the will of his father, the Count. Cecil's trying to stay calm, but his patience is wearing thin.
Stop. You're wrong. Cecil's cousin Ghislaine is hovering, sensing something's off. Cecil doesn't want to cause a scene, but he's not willing to back down either. His jaw clenches, and his eyes narrow. What does Amelia really want?
And what about Ghislaine's role in all this? The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The key action or twist of this chapter. Regressed mercenary Junsuk is stunned as a mysterious woman reveals a shocking truth. He was once engaged to be married, leaving his past in ruins. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Junsuk is heartbroken, reeling from the loss of a past love and identity, his sense of self shattered by the revelation of a life left behind. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. As Junsuk's world teeters on the brink of chaos, he's forced to confront a dark presence lurking in the shadows, threatening to destroy everything he's fought to rebuild in Rayfold County. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The castle gates are down, and our guest of honor is already among the fallen. I try to sit up, but every inch of my body screams in agony. What's happening? Memories of my family flash before my eyes. My parents, my siblings, all gone because of Duke Delphine's treachery. No, this can't be happening. I remember the pain, the fear, everything, but
You're quite different from what I've heard. The saying that you never truly know until you've fought them yourself really is true. Cecil takes a step back, his eyes narrowing. Something about young Lord Ghislaine's words doesn't sit right with him. He's trying to read between the lines. This isn't about Bernifer's skills, it's about something more. Your deviation ends here. Your swordsmanship.
the regressed mercenary's desperate plan is set in motion as he unleashes a catastrophic explosion. A gamble that will either secure his freedom or forever alter the balance of power. His reputation is on the line, and a single misstep will mean his return to the shadows, the weight of failure crushing him beneath the unforgiving gaze of those he's sworn to protect. The enemy's true intentions remain shrouded in mystery, their master plan still a closely guarded secret, a threat that looms over the regressed mercenary like a guillotine, poised to strike at any moment. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The castle gates have been breached, and our regressed mercenary's on the run, his reputation in shambles. Every soldier he counted on has deserted in the face of crippling poverty and harsh conditions. Cecil Perdium, the mercenary king, is forced to confront the consequences of his family's downfall. You're the last hope for our name, Cecil. But I'm starting to doubt if anyone will take you seriously. Every whisper echoes in Cecil's mind as he sprints through the castle's corridors, dodging shadows and the weight of his own incompetence. He's desperate to save his family's legacy, but doubts creep in with every step. His hand on the hilt of his sword is all that keeps him going. Yolen's words ignite something in Cecil. He's not just reacting to her message. He's fighting back against his own doubts. His voice rises, and his words are laced with venom. I'm a noble, not some common escort knight. His chest heaves with rage. Yolen's eyes flash with something akin to surprise. Cecil takes a step back, his face burning with indignation. He's defending himself, but what is he truly fighting for?
Enough. Do not disgrace the nobility.
Cecil needs to harness the raw power of Gainel, but he's never wielded it before, and it feels like a beast unleashed in his body.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Cecil struggles to control the surge of energy, his movements clumsy and unpredictable. The force coursing through him is like nothing he's ever felt. It's as if his body is fighting him back. Young Lord Ghislaine's true intentions are brutally exposed in a shocking showdown with Amelia, as dark secrets threaten to destroy their alliance forever. Amelia's trust is shattered as she grapples with the crushing weight of betrayal. Her sense of self-worth reduced to ashes as she's forced to confront the painful truth about the man she thought she knew. A cryptic warning from a mysterious stranger leaves Amelia reeling, hinting at a catastrophic event known as Gainal 3000 Unleashed that looms ominously on the horizon, threatening to consume everything in its path. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter.
Stop. You're wrong. I see the fear in your eyes, Nora. You know something. Tell me what it is.
I trust my instincts and lunge at Mu, hoping to catch him off guard. My hand cracks against his jaw, but he simply shrugs it off. What's going on? Why isn't he fighting back? My cuts aren't that deep. It's not bad, considering I did take things a little overboard. Mu takes a step closer, his eyes locked on mine. His voice is low, menacing. You're running out of time. I'm not afraid of you. I'm the mercenary king. My hands are shaking. I have to stay one step ahead of them. My instincts scream at me to trust Mu and Ghislain. But what if they're in on it too? My breathing quickens as I scan the room. Cecil's eyes are fixed on Gillian's face, searching for any sign of emotion. But there's nothing. Gillian's expression is a stone wall. Cecil's gut is twisted into knots. What does Gillian want? What do you want, Gillian? Tai long to see you. Cecil's eyes flicker to Ghislain, then back to Gillian. Something is off. Something is not right. Cecil's mind is racing with possibilities. He has to stay calm. He has to uncover the truth. The regressed mercenary makes a daring move, breaking free from Count Rafalofino's engagement in a shocking act of defiance, risking immediate consequences for her reputation and power. Belinda's heart aches as she faces the crushing weight of her decision. Torn between loyalty to a life she's never known and the desperate longing to forge her own path, leaving her vulnerable to the whims of fate. Count Rafalofino's reaction hangs precariously in the balance as he seethes with fury, his eyes narrowing into a menacing glare, hinting at the devastating retribution he'll unleash upon the regressed mercenary for her brazen betrayal. Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Cecil frantically chops the fairy's blessing and the herbs, packing them tightly into a bottle and pouring distilled alcohol over them. He shakily mixes the concoction, hoping it's enough. After a few deep breaths, he adds the remaining ingredients and stirs the mixture once more. Now all he can do is wait and hope this works.
Who sent you?
The regressed mercenary's machinations unfolds in the present as she skillfully manipulates the knights, bolstering her influence by securing a crucial card for her reconstruction plan, one step closer to the throne. The regressed mercenary's reputation spreads far and wide, striking fear into the hearts of knights across foreign lands, earning her the respect and unease of those who dare oppose her formidable will. The regressed mercenary's grip on her surroundings is tenuous at best, as the priest's divine power begins to wane, leaving her vulnerable to the whims of fate and the machinations of those who would seek to overthrow her. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. The battlefield is a chaos of steel and screams, the sound of clashing blades echoing through the air. Cecil's power surges forward, waves of energy crashing against his enemies. This is his moment of truth. Will he emerge victorious, or will the cost be too high to pay?
Lady Amelia is behind this.
Cecil's eyes meet Sage's, a silent understanding passing between them. The question now is, what will happen next? Let's dive into the story of the regressed mercenary's machinations. You're going to want to subscribe before the system crashes. Join the Hari squad with a sub. The battle rages on, Cecil desperate to turn the tide. Cecil spots a chance to turn the tables. The ambush leader's got a weak point. He takes a deep breath and launches a precise attack. The leader attempts to block it, but Cecil's power is too strong. The man's defenses crumble, and Cecil gains the upper hand. I don't know what you're talking about. The ambush leader's not going down without a fight. He's got a plan to take Cecil down. Cecil's ready for him, though, and their battle is about to get even more intense. Cecil's closing in, the leader's running out of options. Cecil's got him on the ropes, but the man refuses to give up.
Kai, Cecil's ready to make a move. He's gonna show Luke who's boss. Zethel call you at all costs. Cecil's words are laced with a mix of desperation and determination. He wants to prove himself no matter what it takes. Captain Luke is about to find out what the mercenary king's son is capable of. Now, let's take a step back. We've covered 2 beats of the story so far. The tension between Cecil and Captain Luke is building up, and it's about to explode into something epic.
The Regressed Mercenary'S Machinations is heating up. Right now, the air reconnaissance unit lies defeated, their leader's warnings echoing ominously in the silence that follows. Their lives hang precariously in the balance, weighed against an adversary willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of a higher goal. Nomad, the former captain of the Ratatosk mercenaries, slips further into the shadows, a whispered promise of vengeance lingering in the darkness that awaits him. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week.
My whole life has been built on lies. Yol is still out there, and I've been living a fake existence for months. I'm the mockery of a mercenary, a joke to everyone. The Ratatosk company was disbanded after Yol left, our reputation crumbling with it. I had one goal in life, to make Ratatosk the greatest mercenary company in history. But now, thanks to you, I lost my purpose, and I'm just another struggling mercenary, living a life I despise. Stop this useless navel gazing. I've been a puppet on strings, dancing for the whims of a noble I barely regard. I'm in the middle of a conversation. My former comrade Gil Lion is talking to me with the highest level of respect. As the captain of the Ratatosk mercenaries, he's expressing a deep desire to please me. Yes, that's exactly what I wished for, to be respected.
Blaze is itching to sell the loot, his eyes lighting up at the prospect of a big payday. He leans in, a mischievous grin spreading across his face. His companion seems hesitant, but Blaze seizes the moment, anticipating the cash injection it'll bring. This little operation could be just the fuel they need to turn things around. Blaze is still optimistic, rubbing it in like a charm. He knows Gillian's exceptional, and that's exactly what they need right now. The crew's morale is at an all-time low, but with Gillian on their side, maybe they can turn things around. Gillian's been through tough times, and Blaze sees a lot of himself in his old comrade. He doesn't want to let Gillian down. Can he live up to his friend's expectations and prove himself as a leader? Gillian's more than just a friend, though he's a symbol of resilience. He's far more exceptional than expected. Blaze looks intrigued, his eyes locking onto the treasure trove. Regressed mercenary Kale mercilessly slashes through the Imperial Guards, claiming the throne room with an onslaught of swift and deadly precision. His name etched in the annals of rebellion. Kale's triumph comes at a devastating cost as he's left reeling from the revelation of his past. His grip on reality tenuous as the memories he's desperate to forget begin to resurface with haunting ferocity. The Imperial Princess, now empowered with ancient magic, stands poised to unleash a maelstrom of destruction. Her eyes fixed ominously on Kale as the very fabric of their world begins to unravel in chaos. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The castle walls loom before him, the same walls he once called home. Cecil Perdium's anger boils just beneath the surface as he surveys the crumbling defense lines. His reputation as the mercenary king hangs by a thread, a constant reminder of his failure.
Your incompetence has cost us our advantage.
Cecil's eyes narrow. He moves towards the General Administrator's office, determined to make his intentions clear. Randolph, the Perdium Knight Captain, and Albert, the Treasurer, stand before Cecil with concern etched on their faces. The weight of their requests bears down on him, a desperate cry for support from Rayfold. Echo. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The regressed mercenary unleashes a bloodthirsty rampage, executing Jamal and Philip on the spot, forcing Elena to witness the brutal slaughter of the men who dared to betray her. Elena's fragile trust in regressed mercenary crumbles as she grapples with the moral implications of his actions, while her own sense of identity hangs in the balance, torn between loyalty and revulsion. A chilling threat echoes through the darkness as a mysterious figure reveals Elena's doomed fate, warning her not to expect to return home alive, as the mercenary's next target looms ominously on the horizon. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The regressed mercenary is back in the game, but this time, he's broken his blade into the man who hired him. Cecil Perdium was the mercenary king, but his world came crashing down when he died before avenging his family. Now, he wakes up as his teenage self with a mission to rebuild his strength and reputation to take down the Duke Delphine who orchestrated his downfall.
Stop the training, you're too weak.
Cecil's hands are shaking, his breathing is labored, but he refuses to back down. He remembers the words of his master. A true warrior never gives up, even when all hope seems lost.
Stop. You're wrong to challenge a noble. Cecil Perdium looks at Kair, confident now. He knows about Moralina's recognition, the traditional betting method among mercenaries.
The regressed Mercenary'S Machinations unfold with heart-pumping intensity as he skillfully manipulates his enemies into a deadly trap, exploiting their deepest fears to secure a crucial advantage. Emotional stakes run high as the regressed mercenary suffers a crushing revelation that shatters his fragile resolve, leaving him reeling in anguish as he confronts the darkest corners of his own psyche. Tension reaches a fever pitch as the enemy commander's chilling declaration hangs ominously in the air, threatening to upend the entire operation and plunge the regressed mercenary into a desperate last stand. Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. The regressed mercenary Kai stands alone, his ally's corpse already cold at his feet. He can hear the distant clang of steel on steel. The once mighty mercenary king is now a teenager, forced to relive his past and right the wrongs that led to his family's downfall. Before him lies a daunting task: escape, grow stronger, and avenge those who were taken from him. The weight of his reputation as the mercenary king hangs precariously in the balance. He takes a deep breath and begins his journey. Escape, grow strong, and kill. Kai is at the mercy of a crowd, desperate to earn the recognition of Moriana, who holds the key to his future. This is where things get interesting. Moriana's starting to get a little reckless. She's pushing her luck, and the crowd loves it. The noble brat calls out, "Bring it on, mercenary!" But Kai just grits his teeth, determined to show them all what he's made of. He's got this far, and he won't let it slip away now.
You call that fun?
Alright, it's over. Moriana's got the upper hand, and Kai's left standing, but barely. His eyes are fixed on her, a determination burning within him. He's got to prove himself, and he'll stop at nothing to do it. Kai's exhausted, but he's not done yet. Cecil's got a significant advantage in terms of experience, but the other captain is quick and agile. Cecil knows he needs to stay focused if he wants to win. The crowd is cheering them on, and Cecil can feel the pressure building. He takes a step back, trying to reassess the situation. The other captain is closing in, and Cecil knows he needs to act fast.
No matter how skilled you are.
The ruthless mercenary, Lyra, unleashes a devastating counterattack, catching her opponent off guard as their blades clash in a flurry of steel and sweat-drenched fury. Lyra's newfound sense of confidence and skill has finally given her the upper hand, but at a steep emotional cost. Her battered and bruised past threatens to consume her with every triumphant cry. As Lyra stands victorious, her opponent's bewildered face freezes in shock, but Lyra's eyes are fixed on the shadowy figure watching from the sidelines. A figure whose presence could shatter everything she's fought for. If you're enjoying this, Subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The city gates are a battleground. Young Lord Kai doesn't hesitate. His target is Cecil, the mercenary king. This isn't just about winning, it's about humiliation. Cecil Perdium, the boy once known as the mercenary king, stands tall despite being severely outnumbered. He doesn't back down as Kai charges at him. You'll pay for your insolence. Cecil sees the attack coming. He takes a stance, hands clenching into fists. This isn't about fighting. It's about refusing to back down. Cecil steps forward, and the two engage in a fierce clash. Cecil's movements are swift and calculated, but Kai's advantage in numbers is clear. Cecil's eyes narrow, he won't give up. Gordon's hands are itching for a fight. He's fed up with the young lord's orders, but the pay is too good to pass up.
Gather the mercenaries, Gordon.
The mercenaries are grumbling, their eyes fixed on the exit. Gordon knows what's at stake if they desert the young lord. He takes a step forward, his presence a warning to the rest. The young lord's plan doesn't sit well with Gordon, but he's not going to be the one to cross him. Yet, Gordon's confidence is a facade. The young lord's orders have him questioning his loyalty. He's not sure if he's fighting for pay or a cause.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
The mercenaries are gathering, their faces set with determination. Gordon gives a curt nod, the signal for them to move out. The young lord's plan is about to unfold, and Gordon's not sure if he's ready to follow. The regressed mercenary storms into the castle's courtyard, his intimidating figure silencing the gathered mercenaries as he orders them to gather around him. Gordon's confidence has been shattered as he's forced to face the consequences of his employer's betrayal. His once strong grip on leadership now threatened by his regressed mercenaries' ruthless tactics. The cliffhanger lingers as Gordon's employer steps out of the shadows, his expression unreadable as he regards the regressed mercenary, the air thick with tension and unspoken intentions. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.